What's up, bro? Today I'm going to be talking about meditation. Why I think you should do it, why I think it's important, and what I personally do for meditating. Like what I do on a day-to-day basis when I meditate. And I think you're probably going to get some good value out of this, bro. But yeah, I'm just going to be talking about my personal experience with it and just everything I know. So I started meditating around 5 to 6 months ago, roughly. And I first heard about it from self-improvement YouTubers, because, during this transition period, I like to call it, when I was, first learning about self-improvement and, just trying to better myself and realizing, there's more to this life. I was watching all these self-improvement YouTubers, writing things down, and they would always talk about meditation. Like, you got to meditate. It's good for you. Opens your third eye, whatever. They would say all this stuff, say these benefits. I'm like, dude, I've heard about it, but I just thought it was this weird practice, like religious people did or something like that. I didn't know much about it, and I just thought it was like a scam, honestly, just like it was like BS for real. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try that out. And that's like during the time period when I was like getting into journaling too. So I was writing down in my journal, my notes, whatever, when I really just started transitioning into the whole like self-improvement or my self-improvement journey. So here, I'm gonna like move this because the sun. Okay, cool. So, I wrote it down. Okay, meditating. I was like, all right, might as well give this a shot, see if it has any benefits. And you have to remember, during this time, I was like all about instant gratification. Like I was like, if it doesn't work now, or I would say I was more kind of like the quick fix. Like if this doesn't work now, it'll never work. And like now I know, obviously, good things come with time and you have to work hard. That's not the mindset I was having back then. I was like, if it doesn't happen now, it will never happen. So keep that in mind. So I'm actually gonna get up because the sun is like in my eyes. So during this like transitioning period, I was like, all right, let's start meditating, see what happens. So I was like figuring out how to meditate, because I would see people like just sit there on the floor and just close their eyes and breathe. And I was like, okay, like this is weird. Just sit there and breathe. Bro, here comes a loud plane, of course. So I was like, okay, just sit here and breathe. Okay, whatever, I'm gonna try this out. So first time meditating, I literally sit there. Actually, I think I went to the park. I think it was this park, actually. I sat by the tree and I was like, okay, let's try this out. So I sit down. It was like on a tree. I sat on a tree and I just closed my eyes and started breathing. I was like, okay, what now? Like I was expecting something to happen, and that's not really how meditation is, right? It's just more focus and, controlling your breathing and just really living in the present moment. That's really what meditation is. Just like connecting with the now and just like focus. So I was like, all right, like what now? Like I was confused. So, I gave up like instantly. Like I was doing it for like 30 seconds. Literally, not even that long. So, shoot, bro. And I was like, all right, so gave up. Didn't do it again until like 3 months. I would say 3 months in, I'm like, and I heard meditation again. So I was like, okay, I might as well try this out, see if it worked again, see what I did wrong. And I remember this guy was going in depth of how to meditate. Like when I was listening to the guys before, the self-improvement guys before, they were just saying meditate. And I was like, okay, but I really didn't know how to meditate. And that's what my issue was. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't laid out a guide or what to do. I was just told to do it because of these benefits. And remember, I was all about that quick fix. I was like, okay, this will happen if I do this, so, it better happen now. But I learned, kind of the step-by-step of really what to do, how to do it, and what you should be feeling during it, and like the process it takes to really understand what meditation is about. So now I started to actually do what these guys are saying, like what to do for meditation. So I was literally in my room, and I also got an app because the guy mentioned there was like a free, like a nonprofit organization app to download. So it's called Meditation. If any of you guys want to check that out, it's a great app for meditation. I keep switching hands because my arms are getting tired. But it's a great app for meditation, and it really tells you what to do. Like sit there, okay, breathe, like control your breathing, slow breathing, close your eyes or keep them open. The thing about keeping your eyes open is, bro, like you get distracted, and that's what you don't want to get while you're meditating. You don't want to get distracted, because really when you first start out meditating, your thoughts are going to like wander, right? You're going to start thinking of things you did during the day or things, you have to do. And that's normal. Like that's a normal part of meditating. But really what helps me when I just sit down, and I'm kind of like going off of the story, but what really helps, really the story of meditation or meditating, whatever. But really what does help me when my mind kind of starts wandering is I just focus on my breathing. Like I come back to my breathing. Anyways, so yeah, I was sitting in my room listening to Meditation, the app it was telling me to do, and I kind of just started to like focus more. Like it's just something you have to experience for yourself, bro. Like you have to actually sit there and like focus on your breathing, like the present moment. I say it all the time, like how important the present moment is, bro. And it like hit me like in that moment. I was like, dude, like I could actually feel something. It was weird. I started doing it more. Like I just sat there, like it was literally in my room. I sat there and I was like, okay, let's start another meditation session. Open up Meditation, and sat there. And so you got to be in the right headspace too. You can't be like having all this stuff going on. I mean, you can do meditation anywhere, but you really have to just be in like a calm area and kind of like this calm headspace and just be ready to meditate, really. So I sit here, right? So literally I could just do it right here, honestly. You just sit here. I would say in the most calm space you can. Just sit here, close your eyes, breathe in through your nose, like really deep. So out through your mouth. Those are like getting into the kind of the meditation session. You'll do that like 3 times. So after that, then you'll just breathe through your nose. So and you just want to focus on your breathing. So the breath, when it comes out of your nose, you'll want to focus on that. And when it comes in, it's like kind of going down your throat, if you know what I'm saying, like the air. You want to focus on the breathing, like itself. And it's so simple, bro. Like at first it's gonna feel weird. You're gonna be like, bro, what is this? This is so dumb. Dude, I thought the same thing. I thought meditation was ridiculous. That it was only for like religious people, or that it was only for like these crazy people, or meditation is not for me. This and that. All these excuses. Until I started doing it consistently. Because it's like the first few times, whatever. But then you like get into this like meditation state, so to speak. And you just can really feel present. Like you really like everything around you becomes more like prominent, like you're living in the moment, like you're present. It's just something you have to do to experience, bro. But literally sit there, like start out 5 minutes of just breathing and like focusing on the sounds around you. Occasionally your mind will drift. That's normal when you first start, or even when you been doing it for a long time, like your mind will drift, but you have to shift back to the breathing. Just this calm state, bro. Once you start consistently meditating, like day after day, bro, so many things change for you. Like just how you think. Literally, your focus will change too. Like when you're not focused during the day, or when your focus is kind of shifting, you could honestly just try and sit there and meditate for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And you'll just have better focus. It's crazy, bro. I don't know like how that works with the mind or the science behind that, but it's insane. Like if your mind is filled up with, you know, all this crap from the day, like literally if you're just at your house or go to your car, right? And if you're in a busy place, it's probably gonna be harder because, you know, there's like people screaming, you know, whatever. That's why I said you wanna be in kind of like a calmer area where there's not many people talking and it's just like, you know, you can just really listen. And it helps more with focus, but man, I'm telling you, bro, the benefits are crazy. It's just something you have to experience, bro. And with time, you'll get better at it. So this is definitely something I want someone to at least try out. And I really do think it'll benefit you, bro. Because, dude, I thought the same thing. Like, this isn't gonna work, but it does. It works. I guarantee you, you do it consistently every day for 2 weeks. You're gonna love it. You're gonna feel weird not meditating every single day. Try it out, bro. It really is an experience. But yeah, it's honestly changed my life, bro. Hope you got some value out of this video, bro. And remember, there are no bad days, only learning lessons. Have a good one, bro.